With the emergence of the very first mutant, Apocalypse, the X-Men must unite to defeat his extinction-level plan. Apocalypse is one of the world's first mutants, and it's played by Oscar Isaac, and ultimately doesn't really look like Oscar Isaac. I sat in this whole entire film thinking, where is Oscar Isaac? I'm trying to look deep into this guy's eyes, trying to picture Poe Dameron. Can't find him anywhere. And also in X-Men Apocalypse, you get a lot of the mutants that we've known and loved throughout the years, like Jean Grey and Cyclops, Storm and Jubilee. So many other people, and this is in the 80s when they're really young and they're just experiencing their powers for the first time, and they just don't even know how to control it. It's just going all over the place, destroying trees, and it's, you know, we get to see the first stages of Jean Grey and, you know, the things that she creates, and she goes crazy. And ultimately this movie is like a setup for Apocalypse's team, his 4 horsemen, and I have 5 on my hand, but it's the 4 horsemen, and Professor X trying to get his team together of these young people like Quicksilver and Jean Grey and Beast, and Mystique is thrown in there as well, kind of in the middle a little bit. And what this movie felt like to me, I guess, is a lot of a setup. It was a setup for the finale, and my fiance said, yeah, all movies are like that. It's always a setup towards the end. But ultimately this movie focused a lot on this setup more than this destruction of the world and characters and all that. It just focused a lot on, let's get these kids together, and Apocalypse is like, let's get these bad people together, and oh, I want to get this kid. And it's a lot like you're playing dodgeball and you have these kids lined up at the wall, and like, I want him, okay, now I pick her, now I pick him, and it's just picking these people off one by one to have a team. And then you have like 10 minutes of fight time at the end. And that lacked a lot of stuff. It lacked a strong plot, and it lacked a interesting villain. I was expecting a sinister Apocalypse. I was so looking forward to watching Apocalypse. The idea of one of the first mutants ever really intrigued me. Anything that's ever in the past really intrigues me, but I was wondering how they would handle this. And like I said, it's a lot of setup to get his 4 horsemen together, and I was expecting something more sinister, something more destructive. And yeah, the suit looks pretty cool, his voice is pretty cool, but ultimately he didn't do much. Well, at least for me, I mean, he tried a few times to destroy the world, so there's that. But for me, ultimately, he didn't do much. I really did like the humor in here. Quicksilver is really fun. I really loved him in X-Men Days of Future Past, and here I was wondering how they're going to top that awesome scene in Days of the Future Past, and they did just that, to the point where I would love to see an hour and 30-minute film about Quicksilver running around in a circle. I'd pay $12.75 to see that. And some of the younger X-Men were pretty cool. Jean Grey, played by Sophie Turner, did a great job. Young Cyclops was really great. Well, Jubilee, I don't really know much about Jubilee besides some fireworks stuff from the old X-Men show, but she wasn't in here very much. Nightcrawler was pretty cool too, and Storm, I was a bit confused because she had an accent in here, and Halle Berry doesn't have an accent. So somewhere along the road, she loses her accent. Overall, X-Men Apocalypse had some pretty cool fight scenes towards the end with Olivia Munn. Yep, great costume choice. Some really well-placed humor, and it was fun to look at some of the other X-Men's that we've known throughout the years and a younger version. I wish they would did a little bit more with Apocalypse, but if you're a true Oscar Isaac fan, you got Poe Dameron to watch over and over again. That is a great character. So I'm going to go ahead and give X-Men Apocalypse a B-. This is Just Watch Movies with his review of X-Men Apocalypse. When it hits theaters, definitely check it out. I'm going to see it again. It's the reason I'm going to see it again. I kind of gave it a low rating for me, but it's X-Men. It's superheroes. Come on, anything that has superheroes or Marvel or whatever, I'm there. I'm going to see it multiple times because that's what I like to do. So remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Just Watch Movies for more upcoming reviews, and you stay classy, YouTube.